Saturday afternoon, we're having a 2-session unit championship. It'll pay lots and lots of points. It doesn't cost a penny extra. Our favorite kind of a game, right? We'll have overalls. If you play both of those games with the same partner, you can come in the overalls, and there will be very big points paid for coming in the overalls. If you can only play in one of them, or you play with 2 different partners, you can still win section awards, and they'll be big section awards. And then Sunday is the annual Jane Johnson team game that we have. This one also pays great big points, and it will be our team game for the month of October. We won't have a GNT game because we're having this Jane Johnson, because it pays so well, and it doesn't cost extra money either. So we're going to be having a Jane Johnson game in this Tuesday night session here. If it's not tonight, it's next week. So bear in mind, you want to be sure to come to those if you can, because they pay a whole gobble of points, and they don't cost anything extra. Did anybody read my email so that you know who Jane Johnson is?
Yes.
Yes.
Who is Jane Johnson?
She's an ACBL employee who is very much loved.
Well, that's true. She was in charge of club and member services for years and years and years. And everybody just really thought she did a fabulous job. And so when she retired, they named October Jane Johnson Club Appreciation Month. And so we get to have all these games that pay gobs of points and don't cost extra money just because.
So what are the levels of players in all these things?
If we have 3 tables of 0 to 20s, there will be a 0 to 20 section in any or all of them.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'll probably be $2.99 and open. And you guys, $2.99s are 299 points. Yes, Kathy?
Friday morning, is it different than what we usually play on Friday morning?
No, it's the same. It's the same.
It's the same.
Same game. But if there are 3 0 to 20 tables, Don will do his best to make a 0 to 20 section. We've never been able to get 3 full tables in that Friday morning game, but it's a big game anyway. So, isn't it, Dana? Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know Dana, she's Sam tonight, or James. I'm sorry, Sam is sitting next to her. She's James tonight. She's married to Sam, and she's going to play with him tonight. And so be extra nice to her. Well, yeah, whatever, just for whatever reason. All right, the next special game that'll be coming up after the new Rankers Party on the 28th, which is a week from Sunday. A whole bunch of you guys have new ranks and will be recognized. Any of you who have new ranks will play free in that game. The club is going to provide a box lunch for everybody that day. So make sure you get your name on the sign-up sheet so that we have enough of them. They've told us that we can tell them as late as Thursday or Friday, but the sooner we have your name down, the better off we'll be. I'm expecting that that'll be a pretty good sized game. It usually is. Costumes are optional, but they're fun if you've got one that you want to wear. If any of you who were at the party last year know that there were some really good ones. So dig out your stuff and put it on and come play. We're going to have, let that serve as a reminder that it's time to put your cell phones on mute. Let's see. We're also going to have a very short business meeting that day, and I promise it'll be very short, shorter than the one last year. After that, the next big thing that's coming up will be the Christmas party on Saturday, December the 8th. That's a Saturday afternoon. That's always a huge party as well. The club will provide the entree, and it'll be potluck for the rest of the food. The potlucks here are really, really good because people bring out their very best recipes. Any of you who have been to potlucks know that it's a good time to come to a game when there's a potluck. So there will be lots and lots of really good food and festivities, and the club will be all decorated up for Christmas. And that will be That week is stack week. For those of you who don't know what stack means, it's STAC, sectional tournaments at clubs. In other words, it's just like having a mini sectional tournament every time you have a game, and the games pay silver points. So, if you don't care about that now, you will one of these days. That's on Saturday, December the 8th. With a game that size, and so the winners could easily get 10 or 11 silver points. And that's a lot. Believe me, that's a lot.
What time is the Sunday game?
The Sunday afternoon, October 28th, food will be here at 12:30. About 1:15 or so, we're going to start with recognition of the people who've earned new ranks, and we have a nice list. Pardon me, it's October. We're back to October again, yes, sorry. And then as soon as we get finished recognizing the people who've earned new ranks, we'll have our little short business meeting and then adjourn for the game. Don Davis is directing. You guys all know him. He's very friendly and laid back and runs a very nice game. And we're working on plans for a New Year's Eve party too. So, if you like to have something to do on New Year's Eve, and like to play bridge, then this is a good place to come. We do have a Monday evening game, so we can have one this year. Last year we don't have a Sunday evening game, but this year we do. And the plan is to put a TV up there on the wall and have hors d'oeuvres, and there's a rumor that there'll be a little bubbly. And about 11 o'clock, a little before 11, we'll turn on the TV and watch the ball drop in New York City, and then everybody can be at home before the drunks and the crazies. So, right? That's the thing about being out on New Year's Eve, you know? Yes.
This weekend, okay.
This weekend is the weekend of mega games.
Time.
Friday morning, the game's at 10:30. Saturday afternoon, the game's at 1. And then Sunday, the team game is at 2. Okay? That's a lot. There's going to be lots of bridge this weekend, and lots of points are going to be won. So, anybody have any other questions about any of this? I don't have a whole lot of time left, but this is our last week to review opening leads. Who remembers what the best opening lead is? Yes, the suit your partner bid. Always. Always. So, if your partner would just bid the green card like my partner usually does, then what do you lead? You pass it. Oh. Yeah. What? I didn't hear what anybody said. What? Top of the sequence. If you're in no trump, how long does that sequence have to be? 3 cards. And if you're playing in a suit contract, how many? 2. All right, let's say you don't have a sequence of honors or... Now, if I have a sequence and it's the 7-6-5, should I leave the 7s? No. What are the odds I'm going to set up any of those cards? Not great, right? So use your noggin when you're thinking about this stuff. If you don't have a sequence, what do you do? What do you do if you don't have a sequence? Your partner didn't bid anything. Now what? That's right. 4th one down from your longest and strongest suit. When you have a broken sequence, or maybe you just have a single honor at the top. What comes after that? Well, if it's a suit contract, how about if your singleton is in the suit your partner bid? Would that be a good lead? Oh, yes. In fact, that probably shoots right up there to the very top, doesn't it? And how about if it's in no trump and your partner bid the suit? Can you help your partner? Not much. In that case, you might want to look for your own suit. Because odds are that might not be your longest suit if you have a singleton in your partner's suit. You just can't help him very much. And I know I can see the smoke come out of my partner's ears when I don't lead his suit. But he knows, he has finally learned that there's a reason for that usually. I've heard it said that there are only 2 reasons not to lead your partner's suit or to fail to return his lead. Do you know what they are?
You don't have to.
Well, that's one of them. The other one is you died at the table. So, it's about that serious, yes. So, return your partner's opening lead and bid the suit, or lead the suit that he bid. Now, what if you don't have a doubleton, you don't have a singleton, you don't have a doubleton in your partner's suit? And by the way, if you're going to lead a doubleton, do you lead the lower one or the higher one? Higher one, absolutely. Okay. All of a sudden, we're down to really, really picking, aren't we? What if you have a hand that's 4, 3, 3, 3, and your best suit is 10, 7, 6, 3? What are you going to lead? Your partner didn't bid anything.
Top of
That's what you got to the other person.
Boss.
Top of nothing.
Yeah, bottom of something, top of nothing.
Yeah.
So, if you have 4 cards to the 10, you should lead low. The 10 is an honorette, in case you didn't know. That's like an honor, but not quite as good. If you have 3 little ones, like 7, 4, 2,
Seven. Top of nothing.
Top of
this is a
nothing.
matter of partnership agreement. Some people will lead low from 3 small, and other people say, no, lead the top one, because that tells me that you don't care whether you get that back or not. Some people want you to lead middle, up, down. So this is a subject for you to talk to your partner about. There's no hard and fast rule on it. I hate having to lead from 3 small, but sometimes you just don't have a better option. Now then, we're going to get into some special situations. First off, we're going to talk about leading against slams. Slams are a special deal. If you had this suit, say you decided you're going to lead this suit, it was your best one, and the auction had gone 1 no trump, 3 no trump by the opponents, you would lead the 4, wouldn't you? And hope that your partner had the ace or the queen to help you out. That can be a dangerous lead against no trump, can't it? Because partner or the opponents can take a trick with something like the 8, which annoys me when that happens. But that's the risk you take when you lead from a broken suit like that. You hope partner has one of the missing cards to help you, but they don't always. Try as much as they want to be helpful, they just aren't always. So, it's still a decent lead against 3 no trump. How about against 6 no trump? Anybody have any thoughts about that? Do you think that would still be a good lead? Why not?
Because you're trying to drive out the ace.
Well, what are the odds that your partner has the ace in that suit? Well, if they're reasonably competent bridge players, the odds are they have a pretty good play for the contract, right? Even if it's a slam. Usually, when the declarer counts his tricks when he's in 6 no trump, he can see 10 or 11 of them off the top. He can usually see 10 or 11 and only needs to find 1 more. Do you think that his hand is weak or strong? Strong. How would you like to lead the 4 right into the ace queen in his hand? You have just given him his 12th trick. So against a no trump slam, it is much better to lead passively. In other words, no leading away from an honor. And contrary to popular opinion, don't lead an ace. Odds are they have the king, the queen, and the jack. So, against a no trump slam, that is 6 no trump, lead very passively. If you've got the 8, 4, 3 in a suit, lead the 8. That says to partner, I really don't have much in this suit, so I'm trying not to. And if you finesse your partner, it's nothing that the declarer couldn't have done himself, is it? Just go to the dummy and lead right through your partner. He can do that. So if you have finessed your partner, you hate it, but the declarer can do it too. The thing is, you don't want to finesse yourself. Don't finesse yourself against 6 no trump. Odds are that the declarer will have to drive out an ace, or if left to his own devices, and he has to find this king, and you're sitting behind him, guess what? If you haven't led away from it, you'll get a trick. Shoot, you might even get 2. You never know. So against six, no trump leading the four, that suit is not a good idea.
What would you lead?
Yeah.
What's
Something that's passive,
out of the?
lead another suit,
Oh, okay.
another suit, this is just one suit. Pick, yes, Paul?
But if you had an ace king, you just.
Well, if you have an ace king and they're in no trump, put it on the table, right? And if they're in seven no trump and you have an ace, put it on the table. That's, yeah, you know. Now, but against six of a suit, like six spades, it's an entirely different matter. Against a suit contract, you have to be pretty aggressive to set up your tricks. So, if this is your hand and you're leading to six spades, what do you think you might want to lead? No, absolutely the wrong answer.
Unless you have either on
Wrong answer to lead the ace. You just set up the declarers, king and queen and God knows what else.
How about three?
Did you lead the king and you set yourself up a trick? Nope.
So the three?
Of course, hope your partner has the queen. If your partner has the queen of hearts, you have just set up a trick that you can catch when you're in with the ace of clubs. You can't lead this ace because it's your entry to this trick. If you lead this one, it's gone.
the bottom of something and the top of nothing.
Yeah, well, that works here, but you're leading, well, this is the bottom of something too. There's the 10 on the top. But that's not likely to take a trick. You need only 2 tricks to defeat a slam, right? Key question to ask yourself is, how many tricks do I need? You need 2. This offers a real chance if partner has something that can help you. They've obviously, partner has the queen and you've got 7 points. They've bid on shortness somewhere, haven't they? Rather than having every suit covered. Okay.
So what's your lead?
The 3 of hearts. 3 of hearts, yeah. All right. Here's a little thing, I don't know if I've shown this to you guys before or not. If I have, well, I would expect all of you to know the answers. Here's your hand. Your east. Right here. This is your hand. We've got 4 different options here. I want you to tell me what you would lead after each one of them. First one, north opens a no trump and swish. Everybody passes. You're going to lead. What are you going to lead from this hand?
5 of hearts.
No. We're gonna leave the 10 of,
5 of hearts.
The king of
10 of, I did 10.
10 of what?
Hearts.
Hearts. Give that man a prize.
Oh, yeah.
Top of a sequence, right? The 10 is an honor. If you lead the king, you'll get a trick set up, but only one. How many tricks do you need to set one no trump? 7. That's a lot. That's a lot. So against one no trump with no other bidding, the lead is the 10 of hearts. Next one, 1 no trump, 6 no trump. It happens. Now what are you going to lead? Doc says the king of diamonds. What do you think?
I say
Could be.
How about the 10 again?
What do you think the odds are that the declarer, now there are 9 points in this hand. That means that somebody has been 6 no trump on a long running suit. That's basically the reason they did it. So you've got more points than you normally would have. But how many tricks do you need? 2. Do you see where 2 tricks could come from? What happens if I put the ace of clubs on the table first?
Then I may never get it.
Well, but
Then you
can't
may
get-
never get anything else. What about if you put the king of diamonds on the table? Do you think that the declarer is going to be able to take all the rest of the tricks without driving out the ace of clubs? Not likely. They didn't bid a suit. Somebody may have taken a big gamble bidding 6 no trump. But if you cash that ace first, then you may never get to set up the diamonds. So put the king of diamonds on the table, and when you get into the ace, you have the setting trick. Good job, Doc. Okay, hand number 3. This time, South opens a heart, North bids a no trump, and South raises to 3 no trump. Now, what are you going to lead? You still want to lead the 10 of hearts? Why not?
Because they have hearts, they have 5 hearts.
They bid hearts. He's got at least 5, hasn't he? He must have only 5 because he didn't bid them again. So if he has 5 hearts and you have 5 hearts, can your partner help you set up your suit? Is your suit any good? No. Is there a future in leading hearts? No. Let him find out about the bad break on his own. So what are we going to lead instead?
I celebrate.
Which club? The 4. Paul says the 4 clubs. Barbara says the 7 of spades. Who's right? 4 clubs. 4 clubs. That's your next longest and certainly the best suit you have, isn't it? Okay, we've had 3 different auctions and 3 different leads, and it's all the same hand. Are you beginning to get the picture? Listen to the bidding. Last one. South opens a club. Your partner bids a spade. North bids a no trump, and everybody passes. Now what are you going to lead? The 7 of spades. The easiest one was last, wasn't it? Okay. 7 of spades every time. A different suit, a different card. Same hand, 4 different auctions. That's why leading, the opening lead is one of the toughest things about this game, I think. Okay, one day Sister Agatha asked her 3rd grade students what they wanted to be when they grew up. Susie Q said she wanted to be a nurse. Tommy said he wanted to be a fireman. Betty Ann says, I'm going to be a prostitute. Well, Sister Agatha fell over in a dead faint. And after they revived her, she says, what did she say? And Betty Ann says, I'm going to be a prostitute. And this wonderful look came over the nun's face, and she said, oh, merciful God, I thought she said a prostitute.